Just finished the plug wires with these Flowtech China turbo headers up and forward. I have plug clearance. The two front run around the front here, and then they tuck around the bottom. Going to the plugs there, it's kind of hard to see, but there's clearance. And the back two go around the back, and then wrap around, go into the bottom there, multi-angle on the plug. And then I threw a bolt in the back of the head there. Climb up there. Just to hold those back a little bit with a nut. And then I use some of the heat wrap just in case. It's close, but I think that's fine. I think that's fine. And then on the other side, same thing, custom ones, definitely for these front two. This one's the closest one, but you can still, it's still clear. The two front wrap around the front. I got a zip tie around the idler bracket. It goes underneath. Multi-angles on the bottom of the plug. And then on the back one here, this one's really ugly, but this was a spare one that I had. It works. I mean, that's never gonna burn up. And the downpipe is going to be around here, so that will never touch. And then I just didn't clip this one on, but that one will work fine there. I leave that off because I got to get to this back bolt. But yeah, I think that's going to work. Don't have to relocate coils. I just had some spare wire from my Camaro and spare ends, and I cut up some of the heat shrink and zip tied it up, and I think that'll work. The other thing I finished up was the O2 bungs on the headers, which I might have to lengthen the harness, or I don't want to get extenders if I don't have to, but that way I'll have my O2 sensors in the headers. That'll work good. I'm waiting on Amazon to get the third O2 bung for the downpipe, and then I'm pretty much done with that. Over on the driver's side, I moved some stuff around here. I put the squirter jug over here because it used to be on that side. Made a little bracket to hold that. That's wired back in and running good. Out of the way, no heat. The turbo headers were close to the hoses for the Hydro Boost. This one was pretty easy because all I did was just suck them over a little bit. That's plenty of room there. Not worried about that at all. The main pressure line used to run up this way and zip tied to the frame around the steering shaft, and then come up this way into here, into the back. And what I ended up doing, climb up here, show you. See that hose there? I put it into the wheel well. Got a nice little grommet kit, and that runs into the wheel well now, like this, and then goes into my rubber little fender liners and runs over. This is a pretty thick line already, and it's tucked up out of there. This tire's never gonna hit that. The only thing that could ever really hit that is if something came into this fender, into the wheel well, and tore that off, but I'm hoping that doesn't happen. Everything else is turning out pretty good. I'm gonna pressure test all of my welds today. Here's basically the hot side here, minus the headers. And I bought some Fernco fittings here. The 3-inch V-bands are 3.5 inches diameter, and the 2.5 are 3-inch. So these will be good. I'll be able to clamp these on the header side. And then for the bigger side, I might cut some rubber or something and seal these up and clamp these on there, and then put a bung in there so I can add a couple pounds and find all my leaks and weld them up. But this turned out pretty good. I got my wastegate on there now. I gotta take that apart and clean it. It's an eBay one, so I'm not too confident that everything's nice in there, so I might have to deburr it and make sure it's good, but all that's pretty good. Always check your plug wires when you make them. Ohm test them. It should be well under 1 ohm. And then throw them up there. So it's coming together. Close.